Hey, gang. A word of encouragement to you today to let you know that who you learn from matters. When I first started rock climbing a number of years ago, I went to my local YMCA and got connected up with a climbing group of people and learned from an experienced teacher. Now, at the time, having not been a rock climber in the past, I would not have known if that individual knew what they were talking about or not. And in fact, until I had begun climbing outdoors on my own, I just took a lot of the things that he said for granted. Until I began to read and search around and discover things of my own, uh, I didn't realize, he actually knows his stuff. I remember sometimes when we went on the rock, we would look at the anchor setups. Now, the anchors are those points at the top that hold the rope safely in place so that the person can climb on the other and have a great day. But we would look at people's anchors, and he would systematically tell me what was wrong with people's anchors and why they were actually climbing in a potentially unsafe manner. But why didn't those people know they were unsafe? It's who they learned from. The person they learned from didn't know. Sometimes we call that an expert bias. The person seems like they're an expert simply because they know more than us, but that's not true. So how can we tell if a person knows what they're talking about? So I use my example from interviewing and hiring people. One of my favorite questions to ask a potential candidate is, do you have any questions? Or what questions do you have for me? When they stare blindly at their paper, look up at me and go, I'm pretty set. I think I got what I needed. I realize that they don't have any experience. They don't know the questions to ask because they've never done the work before. And that's okay, but not always. Sometimes you need to know that the person who you are learning from actually knows their stuff. So I encourage you to look at the questions that people ask. The better questions they ask, the more experience they have. The more questions they ask, the more experience they have. And sometimes, as in rock climbing, it really matters. Something to keep in mind. Have a great day.